Karen from the HOA tried to tow my car because of its color, but she had no idea she was messing with the wrong person. Before I dive into this crazy story, let me know in the comments where you're watching from. Your support means the world to us. Now let's get into it. I've never been the type to care much about HOA drama. I pay my dues, keep my yard nice, and mind my own business, but apparently that wasn't enough for Karen. See, I recently bought a new car, a sleek, bright yellow one. Nothing crazy, just a car I liked. But guess who didn't like it? Karen, from the HOA. One morning, I found a note taped to my windshield. This vehicle does not conform to HOA aesthetic guidelines. Please remove it from the property immediately. I blinked. Aesthetic guidelines? What kind of nonsense was this? I checked the HOA rules. Nowhere did it say anything about car colors. So I ignored the note. Bad idea. That afternoon, as I was pulling into my driveway, I saw her. Sunglasses, clipboard, arms crossed, Karen. She marched up before I even got out of the car. "Excuse me, that car is an eyesore," she snapped. "Excuse me?" I raised an eyebrow. "Our neighborhood has standards. And that shade of yellow? It's completely inappropriate." I stared at her. Was she serious? "Karen, that's not a rule. Show me where it says I can't have a blue car." Her lips thinned. "I don't need to. The HOA has discretion over aesthetics, and I have filed a complaint. If you don't remove it, we'll have it towed." I laughed. "Good luck with that." The next morning, I walked outside and my heart stopped. A tow truck. In my driveway, hooking up my car. I ran over, furious. "Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing?" The driver looked confused. "HOA requested this tow. Violation of neighborhood aesthetic guidelines." I turned to Karen, who stood there smiling. "I warned you," she said smugly. I pulled out my phone. "All right then, I'm calling the police." Her smile vanished. What? That's not necessary." The fallout. When the cops arrived, I explained everything, and guess what? The tow truck had no legal grounds to take my car. Karen? She had overstepped her authority. Big time. The police ordered the driver to unhook my car immediately. Then they turned to Karen. "Ma'am, you have no legal right to tow vehicles from private property. This could be considered attempted theft." Her face went pale. I was just trying to enforce the rules." The cops weren't buying it. She got slapped with a hefty fine for trying to authorize an illegal tow. The best part? A few days later, the HOA board held an emergency meeting. And guess who got removed from her position? Yup, Karen was officially stripped of any HOA authority. Now she just glares at me whenever I drive by in my perfectly legal yellow car.